Rated T for teen.
Sega.
Your character, in fighting back against this alien invasion, has the option to get, say, a cybernetic eye that gives him, advanced targeting routines, or cybernetic arms that make him stronger. But every piece of cybernetics that he installs sort of makes him less human. It starts to chip away at his humanity, and starts to take him away from who he is, and that starts to affect how you interact with other characters in the game. Do you want to sort of take the path of least resistance and take these cybernetic pieces that are so good in combat? Or do you want to take the hardcore path of challenging yourself as a player so that you can see how the story plays out if your character maintains more of his humanity?
The cybernetics in general will make you more powerful, but they'll also make you less human bit by bit. That's the most interesting part of what we're trying to tell in this, because we want the characters to constantly be making the decision, will I continue to give up more of myself to even the odds against the ever-increasing difficulties that I'm facing?
Well, it's interesting because, everyone's going to say, well, what's the definition of humanity? If I change my arm out and I've got a cybernetic arm, I'm still human. And you got to agree. And they change their eye. Oh, they're still human. Their lungs, they're still human. I've got my brain. Hey, what happens if you change your brain out and you got this positronic, fantastic computing, but you still got the same values. You still got the same belief systems. You still believe in humanity and people, even though you're not a human anymore.
And we know that some players will make the decision to remain as pure as they possibly can, because things like NPCs will begin interacting with you differently as you begin to take on more augmentation. You become more of a monster as you do that. Other players may decide that there's absolutely no question in their mind that they want to augment themselves completely, and by the end of the game they may find that the story itself plays out differently because of their decisions that they'd made many hours before. Are we going to apply any kind of morality into the game and say that there is a right decision or a wrong decision? Absolutely not. We want to present the question to the player and let the player, minute by minute, hour by hour, as they play through the game, make that decision for themselves. And at the end, they get to see the results of all the decisions they've made before.
So humanity really isn't about being human. And that's a really, really deep, fun question to ask in a video game, a game where it's typically about just blowing things up. But we've taken it to that next level, and we're doing things that you see in film and you see in books and television, asking much deeper questions. And if you think about it, that's what makes entertainment really, truly engrossing. It's when it's not this flat experience where you're just getting a bigger grenade launcher. It's about asking questions that may affect you long after you finish the game.